Welcome back to the Professional Knowledge Decode series for IBPS A4 2026. And this is episode number 7 of 10. If you have already watched the past videos, like from episode number 1 to 6 means you must be knowing how this actually works. Here we don't guess the content, we don't cover the full syllabus. We actually decode exactly what IBPS has asked in the past 12 years. And also, we try to build your preparation around the evidences of this data. Decoding, okay? So, today's subject will be on agricultural economics. So, this subject has the, reputation problem similar to what we saw with banking episode, right? Which is the last one. So students may hear economics and immediately they picturize some regression model, some complex matrices and all. But here I'm going to prove you that this IBPS AA4 doesn't ask any of those concepts. Okay, so mostly they used to test that the concept and fact based questions, not the mathematical related questions. Okay, so here are the numbers 44 questions spanning around 2013 to 2025. This is the full 12-year data set. So, for 44 questions were asked from this year to this year. Okay, so this makes the agricultural economics the 7th ranked subject in the entire A4 professional knowledge paper. Okay, so steady presence, not the biggest scorer, but absolutely once you cannot afford to leave unprepared. Okay. And today's structure, like in this video, you will get the 5 different things. One is 6 high priority subtopics we'll be going to discuss, followed by 6 medium priority subtopics and skip list where you do not need to spend much time on these topics, and 2026 prediction based on the data frequency from the last 12 years previous year questions. From the IBPS angle also we decoded the questions and we have given. Okay. Okay. Let's begin. Okay, here you can see the exact number of questions which were asked across 11 years. That is 44 questions. Okay, so far the 44 questions, the total number of questions had been asked from 2013 to 25. So that's why this subject has secured number 7th rank in the entire IBPS AF syllabus. Okay, and 5 distinct question angles on MSP alone. Okay, which crops? CAP, wheat rate and paddy rate. So paddy wheat where you should focus more. Then 8 plus subtopics were tested more than 3 times. Okay, this is the most consistent subtopic spreads across the different years. And 3 questions from 2025 alone were asked from the topics MGN or EGA, MSP, CACP, and market type. Okay, let's look at the breakdown of subtopics which were analyzed from 2013 to 25. So you should give the high priority on the topics like MSP and CACP, government schemes, RKVY, MGNR, EGA, agri marketing and e-norm, and farm management and economics. So from each topics, 4 questions were asked so far. So these numbers were taken from the past 12 years previous year questions. So the number of questions to be asked, that frequency was more, okay, from these topics when compared with the other topics. Next, statistics and GDP, farmer classification, institution and organization, cooperative movement, foreign trade, farm planning and budget. So from these topics, 3 questions were asked. Okay. So please say this breakdown. This would be useful for you at last in preparation. Okay. Let's look each and every categories under high priority, medium priority, and scheduled. Okay. So here you are seeing the high priority subtopics. 6 topics were given. Okay. So in this slide, 3 topics were detailed and it is given in this slide. So every fact here is the direct and previously asked question. So the topic number 1 is MSP and CACP. What is MSP? That is minimum support price, which is actually recommended by the CACP, that is Commission for Agricultural Cost and Prices. Okay. So here the questions from this part is going to be stable. 4 questions were asked so far. So this one was tagged as the stable. Okay. So this question was asked in 2021, and remember CACP, which is the statutory body under the Ministry of Agriculture. Okay. So IDPS test both halves. This institute name as well as their legal status. Okay. Next comes the specific numbers. I want you to actually write and note these important data. MSP for common paddy 2018 to 2019 was rupees 1,750 per quintal. This is also a 2019 question. Okay. Then more importantly, FRP, that is a fair remunerative price for sugarcane in 2021 to 2022, the specific amount they asked. Okay, so this fair remunerative price had a specific figure which was asked directly in 2022. Okay, so here specific paddy as well as wheat. Wheat also please refer MSP. How much the minimum support price for wheat as well as paddy. So these two were appeared in 2019. Okay, and FRP this was appeared in 2022. So you should be uh, thorough with the institution names like CACP as well as their specific values. The MSP and FRP basis and all very important. Okay, so the critical distinction here is that MSP applies across all the crops. Okay, so MSP was given for the all the crops. It is announced by the government. But FRP is specific to the sugarcane. They are not interchangeable terms. So this is where ideas can be tested. Okay. And next topic is that government schemes RKBY and MGNREGA. What is MGNREGA? That is Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme. Okay, here the first point is MGNREGA. This is the guarantee for the 100 days of employment, right? To unskilled the rural labor. This is mainly for 100 days of employment, mainly to unskill the rural labor. And this question was asked in 2023. But here is the more, recent and sharper fact. MGNREGA also the guarantee employment within 15 days of application. And this was a direct 2025 question. So don't stop at 100 days question. That is only the half of the scheme. The response time guarantee that is equally testable here. So okay, the employment can be given within 15 days of application. That is also very important. The response time guarantee is equally tested here, and it is the most recent addition to the exam. And this was asked in 2025. And RKBY full form, that is Rashtriya Krishi Vikas Yojana. Okay, which had planned target of 4% annual agricultural growth. Okay, so that question was appeared in 2013. And the next quick identification style question is that golden revolution. You must be knowing. You need to, you need to able to identify the commodity. It is tied to phrased with the question. Golden revolution is for horticulture and honey production. Okay, so mainly growing fruits, vegetable, flowers, and raising the bees for honey. So that thing you must know. What is golden revolution, blue revolution, and different colors are there. No, where you should be more concentrating on the topics. You must expect them. Okay, and from the NPS angle, if you are seeing means that this Mahatma Gandhi scheme, this is the highly repeated and tested question. And this RKVY, this is also the easy mark if you prepared. Okay. And third topic will be agricultural marketing and e-norm. So here also four questions were asked so far from 2013 to 25, and the trend is stable. Here the point is that method in regulated market. So the method used in the regulated market is basically open auction, right? And this question was asked in 2015. And also you should identify the type of market. Okay, specifically mandis. This was tested in classification style question in 2021. Okay, and this NIAM location, that is National Institute Agri Marketing. Uh, for the National Institute, International Institute, you must know the location where it is exactly located. You can expect the questions from that area, institutions. Okay, and this question was asked in 2013. And the more conceptual based question, that is the possession utility, which basically refers to the transfer of ownership, right? So this is the economic terminology question, and this was appeared in 2025 as a direct question. Okay, so from the IBPS angle, like as far as we have decoded from this topic is that possession utility they may ask, and the market type, and the institution and its location. So these are the basically old, but you should not ignore since it is old. You shouldn't ignore these questions. It can be re-askable. Okay. So in this slide, we have discussed three topics categorized under high priority subtopics, and three more topics were given in the next slide. And here high priority subtopics part 2, and remaining three topics were given here. Topic 4 is farm management and production economics. Here 4 questions, and here the trend is stable. And this is the closest this subject gets to economics theory. Okay, but notice even here it stays at the concept level, never the calculation based level. You should know the concept level questions. So here the question is that production function. Okay, so the average product and marginal product intersect at the point of maximum average product. This is a concept. Okay, this was tested in 2022. You need to recognize this relationship, not calculation from the data set. Okay, at least you should know the relationship. Average product and marginal product intersect at the maximum average product. This is the concept level question. And the next question is that cost of growing crop per hectare is referred to as cost A2 plus FL. Okay. So this is the actual paid out cost plus the inputted value of the family labor. Okay. So this question was asked in 2016. Next, best form planning approach is one concerned with the profit maximization. This was asked in 2015. Okay. Then project life cycle, what is not a component? So there must be some components. The options, the components are given. From those options, you must know which is not a component of project life cycle. This question was asked in 2015. Okay. And from the IDPS angle, here, every single fact in this topic is tested as the definition or a relationship, not as a numerical calculation, right? If you ever find yourself trying to memorize the formula with numbers for this topic, please stop. That's over preparation for this questions. Okay, so they simply ask the functions and the cost of cultivations, the growing cost, and that is a function, right? This is a concept level questions, and the production function, and these and all were tested. And next comes the topic of 5, that is statistics, GDP, and agricultural data. 3 questions were asked so far. This one has the stable trend. So this is the one topic in the subject where you genuinely need to stay yourself updated with the current data. Okay, because the specific years can be changed year to year. So here agricultural contribution to GDP is approximately or roughly 18%. This was asked in 2014. But note this figure can be varied by the year of data being referenced. So always check the most recent survey figure closer to your exam date. Okay. And next thing is that livestock contribution to GVA. GVA means gross value adder, right? So here 2019 to 2020 they asked, it was roughly 28%, and this question was asked in 2022. Okay. And which crop is having the highest production during this year? 15-16 they asked. You can also expect in the recent year also. So you should be updated yourself on these areas. As I am telling you in the several times, please be focusing on the recent data. Okay. So as far as 2015, the crop highest production during 15 is sugarcane. Okay. And India banana, like India's highest banana export destination, was tested as the identification question. Okay. So the answer is Iraq. This is identification, like this can be the tested in your exam. So this one was asked in 2008. So from the IDPS angle, this is the one, high priority topics that reward staying current data, right? Current livestock GVA appearing in 2022 that shows the IBPS uses the latest available survey data. Okay, so you should reference these figures close to your exam date rather than relying on the older textbook numbers. Okay, and the topic number 6 is farmer classification and land holding. So here 3 questions and the trend is stable. So the classification, you must memorize exactly what is the marginal farmer, small farmer, and medium level farmer, large farmer, and all. That is very important. Okay. So marginal farmer means that those farmers who holds the less than 1 hectare. Okay. Small farmer is that 1 to 2 hectares. This exact range was the direct 2020 question. Okay. Medium farmer means that 2 to or 10 hectares. Okay, 2 to 10 hectares. Large means more than 10. So remember one thing, small means 1 to 2, first you should know the marginal, right? Marginal means less than 1, small means 1 to 2, medium means 2 to 10, and large vowel means more than 10. That's it. Okay. Then comes the gross cropped area, which is equal to the net cropped area, right? Net cropped area plus the area sown more than once. That is gross cropped or net cropped area. Okay. You should know. NCA means that net cropped area. So net area or gross cropped area means that NCA, that is net cropped area plus the area sown more than once, area cropped more than once. So this distinction was tested in the year 2013. Okay. And the pure factual figure based question was asked in 2013 is that India's total geographical area. That you should know. India's total geographical area is that 328.7 million hectares. This was asked in 2013. Okay. And from the INPS angle, if you are seeing means that these questions can be stable and 1 mark definitional questions, the kind of questions you should never lose the marks of, because there is a no interpretation required. Only the precise recall is highly required. Okay. And this wage state appeared means that Punjab is the having the highest agricultural labor wages among the Indian states. This question was appeared in 2019. Okay. So that's all about high priority questions that we have discussed from the 6 topics. So initially you should thorough these topics first. Later on you can move to medium priority based questions. Okay. And next comes the medium priority questions. So this can be, what again for 16 questions combined. The 16 questions were taken from the last 12 years previous year question paper. Okay. So the same rule as always here also. You should complete your high priority questions first. You should master on those topics first. Then you can move here for your second pass. So the first topic is institutional and the international organization. 3 questions. And UN, United Nations Body for Food Production Data, is the FAO, that is the Food and Agriculture Organization. This question was asked in 2023. Okay. And FAO also compiles Global Hunger Index data. Okay. So there was also a 2023 question asking you to identify the statutory body which is not under the Ministry of Commerce. You should identify the format. So this is the classification trap based question. Okay. So from the IPS angle, you can expect the FAO based questions for the food production data and the identification format question, and this NIAM, which we have already discussed under high priority. International questions also you can expect. So you should keep an eye on this category. Okay. And next comes the cooperative movement, 3 questions. Okay. So the cooperation where failed in India is Saraya Committee Chad report. So the Saraya Committee reviewed why the cooperation failed in parts of India. So this links directly back to what we covered in episode number 6, banking section. So if we have already studied that episode, this pure fact should feel familiar. Okay. Then NAFED. NAFED means that National Agricultural Cooperative Marketing Federation of India. Okay. So this is the EPS Cooperative Marketing Organization in India. This can be appeared as the direct answer factor. And remember, RRB were sponsored by the nationalized bank starting in 1975. And this is here another cross link to banking. This subject and banking share these several overlapping facts. So studying them together will help you actually to crack the questions. Okay, so from the BPS angle, you should know the cooperation failed in India, the committee, and NAFED related questions, and the banking related links. Okay, and third topic is on foreign trade and agri exports. 3 questions were asked so far from 12 years. So banana exports go predominantly to Middle East country in India. Okay, so this was appeared as the direct question in 2019. Then edible oils remain India's the largest import bill item. Okay, so the largest share import bill will be on edible oil. This question was appeared in 2030. Next, the new year addition, the phytosanitary certificate, which is actually required. Okay, for what? To certify that plants or seedlings being exported or should be free from diseases and pests. Okay, so this can be the common question appeared in both plant protection as well as in the this subject. Okay, and this appeared for the first time in 2025. This is a new topic, and you should learn. Okay, who issued this certificate, since there is a most direct answer angle. So from the repair angle, this phytosanitary certificate is very important. This is a new and recently they had started asking the questions from this area, and you should know who provides the certificate. Okay, and banana export destination and all appeared. So please be thorough on these topics. And the next topic is on farm planning and budgeting. Okay, again 3 questions. So farm budgets are generally prepared in advance, right? Before the cropping season starts. Okay, and physical aspects or the physical planning aspects get converted into monetary terms. This was tested in 2015, and the basic budget equation you should know, that is income minus expenditure, that equals the profit. Okay, so foundational, but this has appeared as a direct definitional question. So from the IBPS angle, you should know the form budget in the monetary terms that can be appeared, and the planning for profit maximization, that is a conceptual questions that we have already discussed under high priority, and this project life cycle also. Okay, under this topic. And next topic is land use and area statistics. 2 questions. Here we should know India's net zone area is roughly, 142 million hectares. Okay. And gross cropped area, which includes double cropped area, that you should know. Okay. Gross cropped area means that which include double cropped area also. And again, they ask the India's geographical area. This can be coming under this land use. So we should be more focusing on this question. 328.7 billion hectare is very important. So, okay, this is the back-to-back question. So, this figure clearly gets used across multiple question formats in this subject. So, it is really worth memorizing preciously. Okay. And next comes, so from the IPS angle, you can expect the geographical area and net versus gross crop area definitions, because they are the pure factual based questions from the land use statistics. Okay. So these questions are really stable, and that can be repeated in 2026 also. 2026 exams also. And next topic is agri revolutions and production history. 2 questions have come so far, but this one has the high recall value. So we have already discussed the revolution for the product you must know. Okay. So green revolution is for wheat and rice, mainly centered in the Punjab, Haryana, and Uttar Pradesh. Okay. And next comes the white revolution, is mainly for the milk. Okay. That can be operated through Operation Flood. Okay. So that was initiated or led by Dr. Varghese Kurian. And his name specifically was asked in 2013 previous year question. Okay. And golden revolution, as we have already discussed, you should know the commodity, that is fruits and honey. So the commodity identification version of the topic, the questions that you can expect, okay, in 2026. So the commodity and the revolution, you should know. Okay, so revolution to the commodity mapping style is the standard evergreen one mark question format in this subject. So this is always what the final revolution pass. Okay, so when you go for the uh, final revision, right? You just pass this topic once again, just to memorize or refresh yourself, because at last time you may be forgetting about this commodity and mismatched with the revolution. Okay, you should know. So that's all about the medium priority topics. So 6 topics we have discussed. So as I have already told you, after high priority, you should focus on the medium priority questions. Okay. And next comes the skip list. So why we have given this means we'd like to help you the students who has spent much time on the unwanted questions, because where the IBPS has never asked any questions in the past 12 years. So we have just enlisted those topics where we do not need to spend much time on this. We have enough time. At last time you can just go through these topics. Okay. So these 6 topics in agricultural economics had a zero occurrence. No questions were appeared. Okay. For the last 12 years. So skipping them can actually save you plenty time of a preparation for the marks. Okay. So what are those topics? Or linear programming for form planning, that is simplex method, objective function maximization. These are the entirely calculation based question, right? Programming, calculations, and all. You do not need to spend much time on this. Simply you can skip. Okay. Then price elasticity, income elasticity, cross elasticity calculations. So mostly, as we have already told you several times, better to focus on the concept rather than the calculations. Okay. So first master on the concept level questions, then you can do the calculation level questions. That too, if we have enough time to do that. Okay. And next comes the multiple regression analysis and correlation methods. Here also, no questions were asked so far. And next comes input output matrix interpretation, that is Leon Tiff model. Then detailed cooperative balance sheet analysis. So IBPS only asks the cooperative history, okay, not the financial analysis and balance sheet analysis and all. And so far, no questions were asked from these areas. Then commodity future trading mechanisms, MCS, NC, and DEX trading details and all. Okay, so the commodity trading exam where IBPS never asked. Okay, so better to skip these topics. And here you can see the complete priority map. Okay, full visual map. So far, what we have discussed is mentioned in this slide. Okay, high priority, medium priority, and skip list. So please take a screenshot this slide. So this is your complete revision map for the agricultural economics subject. So first, high priority topics, which which is very important, and you should focus on these topics first. You should master these topics first. Okay, MSP and CACP and government schemes, agricultural marketing and ENAM, farm management and production economics, statistics, GDP, agricultural data, farmer classification and land holdings. Next comes the medium priority questions. Study after the high priority topics were done. So institution related questions, cooperative movements, foreign trade and agri exports, farm planning and budgeting, plus land use and area statistics and agri revolutions. Next comes the skip list. So where zero questions were occurred so far. This were already discussed in the previous slides. So please save this slide. This would save you, okay, at last time. Next comes 2026 prediction for agricultural economics. So that is ranked by maybe the probability range. Okay, the methodology as we followed before, that is historical frequency, recency, and pattern gaps. So this is merely the strategy priority list, not a syllabus replacement. It's not a guarantee level question. Thus, the just a you know prediction level questions based on the data frequency of last 12 years, based on the complete decoding of the questions. So number one, that is 90% probability uh, was given on this Mahatma Gandhi scheme employment time, where you should concentrate more. Because this appeared as a direct question in 2025, which tells us IPS has confirmed this as a standard scheme knowledge going forward. And remember both the things like 100 days guarantee as well as 15-day response time provision. So these two questions are now separately askable. You can expect. So learn both angles. Okay. Number two is 82% probability will be on MSP recommendation by CSEA. So this last appeared in 2025. Around 4 to 5 year gap was there as of 2026, which historically is exactly when this fact tend to resurface. We can expect. Okay, two testable angles here too. Who recommends MSP and specific price values you should know. And next number three is 85% probability will be your agricultural GDP or livestock, that is GAV percentage. Okay. So that the livestock agri GVA, this was appeared in 2022. The border agri GDP figure that was appeared back in 2014, right? So there was a 8 year gap because these are survey based figures. So every new data release creates a fresh and legitimately new questions. So this is a topic that can be repeated in 2026 also. And number four is 82% probability will be on phytosanitary certificate. That is export certification. This is completely brand new for 2025. This was appeared in 2025. So, and as we have seen repeatedly in this series, a newly introduced concept in one cycle may have a strong tendency to reappear, okay, in the following cycles. You can expect. Specifically around the agricultural trade certification related question, which is actually having the growing policy focus area in the recent years that can be tested by the IBPS. Number five is 78% probability, ENOM and Mandi counts. So this was appeared back to back in 2019 as well as 20. And ENOM has since expanded to over 3,000 mandis, meaning that count itself has changed. Okay, the updated figure actually creates a new questions even on the previously tested topic. You should update every single data. Okay, so digital agriculture remains a clear policy priority. Next comes the sixth thing is that 72% probability will be on that revolution based question, revolution and commodity identification based questions. Okay, so this revolution to commodity mapping is very important. What I would call is that evergreen question type. Okay, so this can be resurfacing roughly every 3 to 4 years, once in a rotation. Okay, so your final week priority order is given. So please save this. This can be help you. Okay, let's quickly summarize this episode number 7. That is agricultural economics. So far 44 questions have been asked across 2013 to 2025, and this one has ranked number 7th subject in the entire AFO professional knowledge syllabus. And we have discussed the high priority as well as medium, and 6 topics skip list also. So 6 high priority subtopics that worth 22 plus questions, and 6 medium priority subtopics which worth 16 questions, and a 6 topic skip list worth actually 0 questions in the 12 years, right? And our 2026 prediction is the that Mahatma Gandhi National Rural scheme, which is very important. That is a 15-day employment provision, right? At 90% probability we have given for this. So unlike some of our earlier subject, this one shows the stable pattern overall. Okay, rather than the dramatically rising topic. So this can be reinforced. Okay, even the coverage is your best strategy here. So the questions have the stable pattern. You can definitely expect the questions. Okay. And once again, the strategy line here, which matters most, is that concept. I'm telling you again and again, you should focus more on the concept rather than the calculation. So, concept over the calculation always. Not one topic in the entire subject, not even the form management. And very closest thing is that economic theory. Okay. So, better not to run behind the numerical or calculation based questions. Better to focus or better to study the conceptual questions. Okay. So, here you can see the series tracker. So far, we have completed uh, 7 episodes: animal husbandry, agronomy, horticulture, soil science, agri engineering, banking, and agri finance. And now we have just completed agricultural economics, from where 44 questions were asked. So these are the number of questions that were asked from the previous year questions, like since 2013 to 25. The number of questions, total number of questions we have just mentioned. Okay, so the coming up, our next video will be on episode number 8, that is plant breeding with 33 questions. That is our next video. And episode number 9 is the plant pathology. And finally, we'll be wrapping with or ended up with fisheries, sericulture, and forestry. Okay. So today we have given you the clear strategy for agricultural economics. And I make sure that you have already subscribed our channel. And if you have any doubts, please do comment. We are ready to give you the answer. So please subscribe our channel, Tarbus Education. Okay. So thank you one and all for listening this video, and definitely tell you that this would help you for the preparation of IDPS A2 exam. Okay. We'll meet you next episode. Thank you.